as we see the players coming into the hall, they're getting their screenings, security screenings. No electronics allowed in.
Very, very important game. Every game with the white pieces assumes additional importance in that context, but he's playing against Fabiano, who's had an absolutely fantastic year, is extremely well booked up, so not going to be an easy game to win, of course, but Alireza never not tries with the white pieces, but it has now become a necessity.
Exactly.
18 moves.
They've been racing.
At tempo.
Exactly, and it was a Berlin. With castles and rook e1. It's actually a system that will be very, very well known to both players, and I've seen Wesley playing at the black side of this most prominently. I think just all the top players today are playing the Berlin, and the players are just briefly pointing out one horrifying trick. You don't really see a knight on c8 protecting the queen on e7. Normally there's a knight on f5 doing the job, but in this particular case, queen takes f4.
Not only does it protect the queen on e7, it also blocks the rook on e8. Protecting the bishop with the knight on e8. Yeah.
Checkmate to follow. So the bishop on f4 is not hanging, rook takes c8, and because the players are playing so quickly, this is all.
c6 here is an interesting new wrinkle because people used to more or less automatically go for this position. e6, bishop g5, very clever move, using the fact that once again this knight is unprotected. If you wait for a move and allow black to play bishop e6, you're just a pawn down for nothing. But bishop g5, f6, and now bishop c4 or bishop h4 first, and often you give up on b2 as well, but the positions become unbelievably sharp. And this was very much the topic of high-level discussion for years, and it seems like this is probably a forced draw, but you have to play precisely for another 15 moves from here, and you never have any winning chances with black. And it seems like the black players in this position shifted to playing c6 just to avoid having to think about all of this. Knight e7, king f8, knight takes c8. Of course, the threat here is queen b4 check and queen takes b7, which is why queen f6 is included. Rook d1, rook takes c8, queen e4, and the bishop can drop back, but Levon shows another way of going from here, and they're still playing incredibly quickly. g5, rook takes d7. The pin is going to win black the piece back. And now one more move. And Jovanka, your turn.
I was going to say that this has actually been played before.
All the way to this current position with rook c7.
Yes.
And by the way, that's a visual move, isn't it? Rook c7.
I know,
because the bishop on f4, right?
And the rook can take it.
Yeah.
But
and one thing I wanted to ask you.
those games with other grandmasters.
Well,
by the way, we have G3
That's
on the board.
surprising, because now white cannot go king e6 because knight f8 check, of course, but a move like bishop f3 and black is just immediately incomplete, so you can't really even do anything. I'm not quite sure where he's intending to look for chances once he's played that.
G3.
Perhaps he's just hedging his bets on a cheap trick.
Trying. I wanted to say, have you ever gotten into those memory contests with players like who won, New York 1924, who were the players in interzonals, Bobby Fischer's, who was the 20 victories of Bobby Fischer and things like that?
Those specific things, no. I've seen people do sort of there are famous videos of, let's say, Magnus recognizing chess positions, right?
Exactly, that kind
and that is an incredibly spectacular video, by the way, for anyone who hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
Magnus just not only naming the players and the move and how the game concluded, but also very often naming correctly the plays, the year, and the round of the game, which
is crazy.
It is quite stunning. Yeah. I tried it myself. Like I can do maybe 30%.
Levon down to his last seconds.
He'll play a 4.
No.
And he extends his hand in resignation, and Wesley so wins. So Wesley now is the sole tournament leader, 1 point ahead of the rest.
Is it just me, or is it Wesley does better in classical chess than rapidly? It's like the longer the time control, better his results.
Well,
here, yes,
recency bias, but yeah. I'm not sure. It feels to me that when he's playing well in anything.
End of story.
Yeah. So when it's his tournament, he can be extremely strong in both formats. But recently, maybe a little bit so.
Wow. Huge. Just simply a huge victory for Wesley. Jovi. That's
significant day of chess.
My goodness.
Having an impact on this tournament, but also on the live ratings, as Wesley notches another 5 rating points.
Yeah, and they're discussing this line we're discussing.
And Ali Reza losing 5 rating points. And unofficially, but we think also